Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to make a theorizing video about Bloodlines 2. I'm still having my mind going around why the game is called Bloodlines 2. So the name itself. So why is this game a successor to the first title? What connects both with each other? And yeah, of course, gameplay-wise, we can already say, hey, we have a first-person RPG in the World of Darkness in Vampire the Masquerade setting. But this isn't surely enough. So I think one way to connect things is with characters. And I want to go through some Bloodlines 1 characters and how they could fit into Bloodlines 2 and why they should be or could be a part of it and why not. So this is partly, I have a visual script, so it's, but I try to speak as freely as possible. So I don't have a real order, which is more likely, so I try to start with the least likely and I try to end with the most likely, but in between it's a bit mixed, yeah. Okay, let's get going. The first character on my list is Pisha, the Nagaraja, which would be now Clan Hekata, because all clans of death were merged together into one big clan. And that would be interesting to see, because with Pisha around, we could get a glimpse into her new clan, so about some dialogue, and the possibility why she could be in Seattle is that she already said in Bloodlines 1 that she's around, always around historic moments, like in Leipzig with the Kristallnacht. She's feeling something in LA, and maybe she is in Seattle looking for another occult artifact, because that's what she does. She is a scholar collecting artifacts important for necromancy, and maybe there is something in Seattle she is looking for, and maybe she is feeling the power surge going on there with fire awakening from torpor, someone trying to control her. So I can imagine Pisha being there, but I don't expect it because she is such a minor character. I would like to, because the Nagaraja are very special, the Hekata are very special, and this way we could get a glimpse into the Hekata, and at the same time have a little nice connection to Bloodlines 1. The next character on the list is the cab driver, aka Kane. Yeah, I don't think this is a huge spoiler anymore, and it's not fully canon. Only if you go deep into the the files of the game, the cab driver is listed as Kane. And I already thought back in the day, when I played it the first time, when I realized, okay, he's called the Dark Father multiple times, and I realized it's the first playthrough, and I first was, oh, we have Kane in the game. I mean, I was young, or younger than now, and everything was so cool with this game. But yeah, it is a bit much putting Kane into a game, because Kane is such a huge figure. I mean, it's beyond imagination how old this guy is, what's in his mind, what his powers are, and why is he doing this stuff out of boredom, what's his goals. So the reason why he could be in is because the yellow cap is very distinctive for Bloodlines, and it would be a strong connection to have it there too. And I mean, I just imagine something like you see the yellow cap somewhere on the horizon briefly for a moment, which would get you on your toes. If you play around with this like a mind trick or so. That I would like to see. It would be cool, but I really hope that they give us again a hub-based world, like in Bloodlines 1, where you have hubs, several areas where you can go around and you need to travel there, which you can easily could do with subways, because it's so snowy. I don't know if cabs are the right choice for traveling around, but we don't know. Maybe we have a cab snowmobile with Kane blowing the paths. So I don't expect it, because Kane is very, very much over the top, but I can understand why they would do it, because we had a link, and in the narrative video they already mentioned it, and I don't know if it is trolling the fan base or giving a little hint. Yeah. Next on my list would be Officer Chunk. Chunk is a fan favorite, and that's why. And when you follow the Discord and other communities, the name appears every time, all the time. And Chunk is another very, very iconic character from Bloodlines. He's immortal even, which would makes it interesting to see a non-supernatural character. They would have to rework him, because he is just a fat-shamed sexist stereotype. He wouldn't fit well into the modern style of World of Darkness storytelling. But I could see him there. Maybe he had enough from his very, very dangerous job with every night is going on something. Maybe he just said, yeah, I go towards the border, maybe I'm opening now a burger restaurant, something like this. So that would be such a little nice nice thing to see Chunk again, but it's the same as the other characters. He is not high on the list because he is such a minor character. It would be a little not. Then I have Smiling Jack. Vampires are very territorial, they rarely move, they like their domains because they are paranoid and always fear death, the final death. And Smiling Jack is the opposite side of that. He is rebellious, he is very, very individual, and I think he's one of the few old vampires who really can adapt and develop much. And he's going around. He doesn't claim domain. He goes here and there and is doing what he can to oppose the force. So yeah, Jack could be in, but at the same time he was so prominent in the first game that he could be distractive in the second game. So if he would appear, it would be a minor thing, because he played a major role in the first one. That's why I don't see him in Bloodlines 2. Yes, so that's my opinion on Smiling Jack. I like the character a lot. He's really, really cool. And he would bring a lot to the table, but again, he had enough screen time. So let's make some space for others. Beckett is on my list too. Beckett is a wandering scholar too. He doesn't claim domain too. He is pursuing different goals, and he would be a very fitting character, especially for V5. He's active there. You have him mentioned in actual books. The Gehenna topic changed a lot, and it would be interesting to meet him again, to go through with him what the beckoning is about and how the world changed and what it meant for elders like him, because there is only one clan immune to the beckoning and the Gangrel are not part of it. So yeah, he could say something about it. So Beckett is basically a walking around lore book. And especially new players who are not fully aware of the World of Darkness could get, with Beckett, a character who could answer some questions about the whole world. and he surely would be fascinated about what's happening to fire. So this one, Beckett is, and he's a very, very, very iconic character for Bloodlines, plus the World of Darkness in the whole, and Vampire the Masquerade, so this is actually my first pick where I would say I actually see him in the game, because he brings a lot without being too much in your face, and he's just too powerful to mess with him, but he is friendly enough to deal with you. So yeah, Beckett I can see. The Thinbloods. First idea was, yeah, Thinbloods, all of them are possible because they are not in LA at the end of the game. And the 5th edition really likes the Thinbloods, and they will play a part. And then I get through the characters again, and I cut some out. And on my list are now the highest priority is E, then Lily, then Rosa, and maybe Julius. But Rosa, Julius, and Copper was the name. So I don't see them mostly. So Copper, Rosa, and Julius are the 3 Thinbloods I don't see happening or appearing in Bloodlines 2. They bring something. So Julius just ran away, started a new life, but he's really, really not important. Copper, I think, found the final death because of his nature. Rosa, yeah, could appear, but I don't know if she left LA completely. We know that E and Lily left. And E is actually mentioned in the 5th edition because 2018 there are rumors around a Thinblood with a mortal woman, and the mortal woman is pregnant by the Thinblood. It's another legend thing going on, another another Thinblood myth that there can be a child born doing something, and this is a whole rumor stuff around, but he is mentioned in the 5th edition as a maybe important character, so Thinbloods are a topic. I can see him, yeah, fleeing LA, going around, so if we get a Thinblood from the first game, it will be E or Lily. Lily fled too. E is seen with a mortal woman, not Lily anymore, so they broke up at some point. And yeah, I don't know if they bring them, but E I definitely can see because he is mentioned in the V5 books and plays a role. Yeah. Next on the list, Janet and Therese. They are territorial, especially Therese. I don't know why Therese should leave LA. And if she isn't leaving, then Jeanette obviously isn't leaving. But yeah, Jeanette is a very popular character. You can advertise very well with her. And in the 5th edition, they are in the books mentioned too as a lore sheet. And when I have it correctly in my mind, then they expanded the club scene a bit. So yeah, maybe there is a possibility to see them in Seattle, but yeah, I'm not really sure about it. And I don't know if it would be a clever move to use Jeanette again as advertising, because it would a bit too much, in my opinion. And now I get to 2 characters I can definitely see. The first is Damsel, and this is quite obvious. She was in one of the Hardsuit Labs teasers.
Move and the back of your head's gonna be so full of phosphorus, it'll be a war crime.
They even brought her original voice actress back, so her lines are in. Her lines were spoken, so paid and everything, and the Chinese room got all the stuff from Hardsuit Labs, so they have access to these things. And there was, back in the days with the Hardsuit Labs version, a YouTube pen and paper session with Paradox members called The Vain Pursuit. And it's still counted as official. It's still canon. And in the end of it, Damsel appears. So we have a Damsel appearance in The Vain Pursuit, we have a Damsel appearance in an old teaser. Her old voice actress spoke her, and it wouldn't make sense now to not bring her in and to not connect LA and Seattle with Damsel. Helping the Anna cause there. Yeah, I think it's obvious why I chose Damsel as a very, very possible person. Maybe the most possible, but I have another one on the list, and this is Ash Rivers. When you follow the questline with Ash Rivers, he tries to flee LA. He gets caught by the Society of Leopold. He gets branded and tortured, and he's mentioning going to, leaving to Canada, just out of the country. And if you take a look at the map from the US, then Seattle is very, very close to the Canadian border. So he left LA, straight north, and that's why I think we could see him. Maybe it's a running gag. Maybe you meet him and he says, yeah, I need help again because I'm stuck here in Seattle. Or he's coming back because we have so many years between it. I want to go to LA again, helping Isaac with the beckoning, something like this, yeah. And yeah, it would be a little bit of fun because Ash is such a helpless character and needs the player desperately. So yeah, this is a list of characters, and bonus would be Depth of Night. The community is already talking a lot about, is Depth of Night the radio moderator, a supernatural being? Is she a ghoul? Is she mortal, knowing about the vampires? Because how she responds to Andrei the Shimezi, for example. And is she part of the Camarilla, LaCroix, a certain clan? And maybe with the fall of LaCroix she left, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think she is coming back, actually. But I would love to have something like the Depth of Night, because she gave the whole world so much character. She brought the city to life because something was going on there on the radio, and I hope the Chinese room is doing that too, that you have a very charismatic radio moderator commenting on stuff that's going on in the city. I hope they're doing it like in the television, bringing some weird stories plus commenting stuff that's happening, and which is caused by the vampiric actions. So these are my ideas about which characters from Bloodlines 1 could be in Bloodlines 2. What do you think about it? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What is your take on it? Do you have ideas? Do you think I forgot something or I'm totally off? Write me in the comments. That's the topic I definitely would love to talk about. And thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye.